Hello, you guys, and welcome to Divine Light with Sunshine. Aries, let's begin. Now, I wanted to connect on what's going to come for you for the month of June, what to expect. And before your reading, when I was connecting on your energy, the word helping was very prominent. And then when I looked at the bottom of the deck, it had a rehabilitation. Jesus, what's a long word. Coming through too. So there's something where I feel like you may have had to take a rest, take a step, take a beat. Something where maybe you needed a hug, honey. Okay, maybe at nighttime there was times where you just kind of maybe kept to yourself. I just feel as if there's a time where you went through this recovery, this stage of just taking a beat and kind of resting, just like just like when you're tired and you're like, I'm just gonna rest my eyes just for a little bit. Okay, so there's something that you're working through. Okay, let's see what else is gonna come through for the month of June for the Aries. What else is coming through for the month of June for Aries? Woo, that card went flying. Making sure there's no more. So the card is the ship has sailed. So releasing something you're letting go, and it seems to be kind of the overall message for the month of June for a lot of the signs. Everyone is releasing something, letting something go. There's a chapter that cannot come with you. There is a chapter being closed. There is a cycle ending. There is something that can no longer be held down. It's being released. It's moving forward. Now, I'm feeling from this card that it was the decision of the character releasing it. The character has the chains in their hand, um, and the anchor's kind of just up in the air. But we're gonna I don't feel like that's really true. To be honest, I feel like some of you maybe you did make the decision yourself, but I do feel like some of you maybe you didn't. Um, I want to clarify that. Tell me more about this ship has sailed card. Tell me more about ship has sailed card. Denial. Okay. We have here High Priestess of Water, and we have here the listing card, my favorite card. um, wow. Okay, so whatever this thing was, um, I don't really feel like you made a decision fully about it, but whatever it was, okay, was not meant for you. Okay, with the denial card, sometimes we could see the signs and still say, nah, it's just in my head, or I'm gonna keep going, or no, it can't be. I'm just whatever. Okay, for whatever reason, there was something that you were in denial about. There was something that you didn't necessarily want to face, didn't want to believe was true, to be honest. And no tea, no shade, boo. We all have our times when we do that. Okay, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten this card. But the thing about this card and the imagery, you have here a person reaching here for these grapes. Okay, the grapes look nice and juicy. They sure look good. But when you go and you bite into it, there is worms, there is bugs, there is all kinds of nastiness. Okay. And I feel like whatever this thing is that had to move out of your life, it is such a blessing because it's really a protection that you just may have not seen right away. But it will, at some point, it's going to be seen to you. If it hasn't recently happened, in some point in June, there's something that is going to be revealed to you. It's something that there was a lot of emotions with it. With the High Priestess of Water card coming out here, water is all about that emotions. But I'm feeling a sense of fierceness coming from this card, which is very interesting because normally I don't. But with the water, if you think about water, water can be very sharp, or it can be very still. It can do harm or it can bring joy, right? There's something sharp I'm getting Like maybe you felt stabbed in the back, or it hurt your heartstrings. It sucked, it didn't work out, whether it was career, whether it was a relationship, whatever it was. You had a lot of emotions for it, but it wasn't for you. Okay, what is meant for you will always be yours. Okay, you can never miss what is meant for you. Okay, it's your destiny, right? But this thing was not meant for you. And even with the card being 14 and adding up to 5, and then we have here the 4, I really just feel as if, it was a challenging situation. But these challenging situations come into our life to teach us these beautiful lessons. Now, how long you have to learn the lesson is really up to you, because you can repeat the pattern over and over and over. Guilty. But jokes aside, it's something that really wasn't meant for you, and I'm happy that it's being, taken out of your life, because what's going to come for you is going to be something more light. I can feel it. But with the listening card coming out, and my favorite card, okay, this honestly is my favorite card in deck. Why? Is because a little imagery in the background as well. It says darkness does not always adequate to evil. Light does not always bring joy. Okay. And you have here the girl. She kind of has a book in her hand. She looks like she's doing some spell work, getting some guidance, getting some knowledge. Lots of books there. And the card's called listening. Okay. And I almost feel like this word is meant to say like karma, but it probably is. It probably means that in another language. I have no idea what language that is. If y'all know, good luck. But I feel like it almost says karma. Okay. But if I wouldn't stop shaking, right? But I really feel like when you think about karma, it's balancing the scales. It's the justice. It's the reaping the rewards of bad people do. Reaping the rewards of what good you do, and then people receiving the energy back for what bad they do. And I didn't make the law. The universe makes the law, and that's just kind of how it works. But I feel as if there is going to be good coming. I just keep feeling it. I know it's not shown, but I just feel as if that you are going to be learning um, the collateral beauty. I don't know if you ever watched the movie Collateral Beauty, but I remember when I was first watching it, I did not understand one part, one part or one scene in the movie. And I remember when they kind of like replayed it back, and they went through it, and it was such a beautiful. Honestly, if you haven't watched it, watch the movie. It is very beautiful. It may take you a beat. It is very sad. Okay, I will give you. I will let you know that it's sad. So be ready for some heartstrings and stuff and tears. Okay, um, maybe you need to connect with your emotions a little more. But anyways, with the collateral beauty, it was very beautiful. The message that came out of it. But why I love that quote and that scene, because even in chaos, there's times you can find beauty out of it. And I know that there's certain situations where you're like, seriously, Shine, come on, this you can, or this scenario you can. And I get that. But holding on to the negative outcome of a situation, at the end of the day, it's only harming you. You're the one that has that energy that you're holding on to, right? So, at the end of the day, if you can find a way to find the beauty within the chaos, within the things that didn't go so right, it can help you move past that energy faster. And the faster you move past it, the more that you know the ship sails, the boat gets moving, the easier it is for you to now move forward to bring in something that will be beneficial for you, that will be beautiful for you. I really do feel like there's something to come. What is coming for Aries? What can the month of June tell them? What's going on? Okay, that's a lot. We're going to try this again for the month of June for Aries. Oh, look at how happy she is in the card. Maybe a little too happy. The card looks more scary on camera than it does in the actual picture, in person. But Just believe me, she looks happy, guys. If I could focus. But anyway, the card says don't settle for less. You are a child of divine and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. So, we're going to go on the basis of this being a career situation. Maybe you put your hopes in a situation where you kept working, kept trying a method, and it just wasn't panning out. And you're finally like, you know what? I just may have to start from scratch. And sometimes that's the best thing that you can do, because starting fresh gives you a different perspective. You can come from a different avenue, try different things. So sometimes releasing is actually the best thing that you can do for yourself. And what I love is the fact of all these beautiful butterflies are coming out of this chest, and she's so surprised. And the beauty, the shine, the light, the abundance that just comes, and the amount of joy she gets from it, and the fact that she's surprised. So I really feel as if that whatever this thing is that's coming to you, you're not gonna really notice it's on its way. You're gonna be like, nope, I don't feel anything, I don't feel anything, and then boom, here it is. So it's when you think, okay, think about a situation where, when someone's getting you a prize, like say example, Sunshine be like, listen, I'm gonna send you a package, da 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 da, versus I just send you the package. You know, that different energy of when something is coming versus when you don't. The I don't know, there's something about just not knowing, like you're just walking about your day and you don't even know, and then someone just buys you a coffee. You didn't expect it. It's sweet. It's nice. It's nice that it comes out of nowhere. It makes your day. It's just whatever it is. It's not saying that when you expect it, it doesn't. It's just it doesn't have as much value, as much oomph. Okay, and as much as we love to know when these beautiful divine gifts are coming to us, there's a very beautiful thing in regards to it coming as a surprise. Now, I'm very drawn to the AM. Okay, I don't know what that means to you. For some of you, that's good. That's very Pacific letters. Okay, it could be you may be saying I am, like what am I? Finding more of that authentically true self. It could be someone's initials. I'm not sure exactly why I'm so drawn to AM. Maybe it happens in the morning, but something about that AM is, I don't know. Y'all tell me what it means. But I really do feel like whatever that thing was holding you back. And releasing it is the best thing you've done for yourself or going to do for yourself. I want to see, just for kicks, what can Aries see for the month of June, or what can they expect, or what does June want to showcase for Aries? We have here received, and we have here deception. Yeah, there was something. As much as I keep trying to get back on the lighter front of your reading, it does bring back to this thing of whatever this disappointment was, whatever this thing was, it wasn't meant for you, honey. It really wasn't. Okay, and whenever the situation is coming to an end, it is such a blessing. You weren't receiving what you were meant to receive. There was a lot of deception, a lot of lies, not a lot of truths. I mean, like, if you even look at the deception card, you don't know who this is. They got one arm. Okay? You cannot see the rest of them. You don't know what they look like, what they're trying to do to you. You can't see past them. There's a big old tree in front of them. Um, so there was something in regards to something you were reaching for. I mean, out of all the cards that come out here, you have three cards that is pretty much just kind of the hand in it. And I really feel like whatever you were reaching for that was out of your reach was for a blessing, because it was not what you were meant to have in your lifetime. You're meant for something better. It just reminds me of one time I saw on Instagram, I believe, or like Pinterest or something, and it was this picture, and it was like an indication of, I think it was like Jesus or God, and he had something behind his back. Okay, he was holding on to, and then there's this little girl in front of him, and she has this teddy bear, and it's like all broke up, and eyes bulging out, and arm hanging on its last limb, and she doesn't want to let it go, and she doesn't want to let it go. She's just holding on to it tight. She's like, no, 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 kind of thing. And this indication of God, universe, or whoever that is just like, hand me the teddy bear. And behind, we'll say Jesus' back, behind the universe's back, is this huge, huge, beautiful teddy bear. Okay, it is bigger, it is more beautiful, it is all put together. There's no limbs hanging off it. It is so much more abundance, so much more joy, so much more like, better than what she's holding on to. But she can't let it go. Okay. Um, and it's just like trust, trust, trust. And I just feel like, when someone has their hand out, like, trust me, you know and I think that that's something that you're probably struggling with, to have faith that it's going to work out. But it is going to work out for you. It really is going to work out for you. Now, I'm remembering this other video that I saw, and I think this guy's like a priest or something like that, or a preacher or whatever. I don't remember his name, so sorry. But it was this video, and he had a lot of balls just in his hand. He was holding the balls like this, and he just had a bunch of them. He just had it like against his stomach or his chest or whatever. And he was holding on to them. There's so much, so much, so much, and they're just carrying all this, and going about life. And it's like, when the universe goes to throw another ball, they ain't got no more space, and they try to catch that new ball, that new abundance, that new gift, and all of a sudden they don't have no space, because they're holding on to all these old things they should have let go from before. They should have released. This is a stage of time of something needs to close in a chapter to be released, in order to make room for something more beneficial. If you have a broke up car, a car that's not working in the parking spot, how you gonna put your new car there? Okay, you need to make space for that new, so you gotta get rid of that old. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. Much love and blessings. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, so girl sunshine. Deuces.